ìyà kì í ṣe tèmi bàbá má jẹ́ ń jìyà láyé ìyà kì í ṣomi ọbẹ̀ bàbá má jẹ́ ń jìyà. That song says suffer is not food, make I no chop suffer for food. Who tell you say money no good? Before you talk say money no, before dem will tell you say money is the root of all evil, abi the love of money is the root of all evil. Make I ask you one question. If money is the root of all evil, why all of una pastor dey always ask for money? Why are they so in love with money? They no take money play. Because they know money answereth all things. The thing wey money dey do no be small. One of the things wey money dey do na im be this. Make we watch this video of Aunty Funke's birthday wey she just do. That is the surprise birthday gift, Reverend Funke Adejumo got from her husband. And somebody will now tell me money is not good. I'm not even talking about how she has always asked for dollars from people. I'm not talking about how she has asked people to sow in dollars, $1,000, you know. The woman, one thing I admire about the woman is that she gets sense. Sense wey people wey dey follow them no get. She get am. This machine wey they just buy obviously has to be from the ministry. And she fit talk say it's not from the ministry, right? Maybe it's not from the ministry. But which other work are they doing? Maybe of recent she started doing perfume to sell. And she said she's back in school. It was a wonderful birthday she had, 68th, of course, worth celebrating. And waiting come baffle me be say people that are dancing and jumping when they were showcasing the car. If you look at some of them, you go see hunger. Not only that, her daughter-in-law and her son bought a house in abroad. I no wan talk, I get my own pikin too before they will say I'm a jealous mother. But what I'm trying to say is that how beautiful, how fruitful, how sweet it is to be a pastor. Wallahi, you can never labor too much to do anything. The most lucrative business in Nigeria is either you are a politician wey get connection, not ordinary politician, or you are a pastor wey get sweet mouth. Wallahi, money go dey rolling. That car they bought, if you are buying it here, that's a Lexus. That's a Lexus. It has to be, I think that's Lexus 350 or 450. That car is about $60-something thousand. I know count person money. I don't say I'm jealous. If I want to ride that car today, I will go carry am for market, for auto store. Yes, I will not pay cash down because it is not allowed. But I can go to the market, to the car market today if I want it, and come out with it. Yes. Ask anybody where they abroad. Now so they build this place. But at least that one are my own money that I can be proud of. Anyway, congratulations to Aunty Funke. See how we have made people to be very rich. While you are still praying for miracle. Instead of you to go and work. Instead of you to use your brain so that your life can be better, you continue to pray and they will continue to tell you, you have to sow seed like this video. Let's watch this video as a reminder.
I'm lying. I want to, between now and 1 year, that's 1 year, $1,000 or 500 or 200 or 100, step out. You can pay it anyhow. Step out. I don't beg people to give. You're raising it on behalf of your children. If the devil wants to be funny, you say, I gave a seed. I gave a seed. Johnny Mother Summit. Satan, you cannot touch this child. I gave a seed. You hear that some children are involved in accident, not your own. This seed is a grace on my life, and it's an instruction that God gave me. Each time we come from Mother Summit, we raise seeds. $100, $200, $500, $1,000 between now and if you have it tonight, don't wait till next year.
You see why they will continue to find life easier? Why you will continue to pray and you continue to sow seed. You see why you will continue to struggle through life. You see why you can never be balanced financially. You see why? Because it is not by prayers. If it is by prayers, they should be praying for their own money. But they make you do this. They make you sow seed. Even their children are finding life easier, much easier than your children. Even you, will be parents, never find life easier. Their own children, out of the abundance of their parents, they are enjoying life. See the house from Care Picking just by. Congratulations, Lotolu Lope Solution. I no envy you. Make them no talk say this one I envy. My children are doing well here too. Now America I did. My children are doing well. I don't have to publicize everything about my life on social media. But I just dey look as we make people rich from our ignorance. Hey, see as we stupid.
Go with me. When we had only few people and we were using a pickup, my wife would prefer to go and sit on the spare tire that I put in the pickup for some of the members to sit with me in the front of that pickup. She will sit there. And I will say, darling, are you comfortable? We said, darling, don't worry, I'm comfortable. On the spare tire of a pickup when ministry started. She will be the one to do a dire. Then, so that we could have food on the table sometimes. Because my salary then was 400 naira. She will be the one to mix things together to make sure we have a dinner. She will work and work and work to keep the house neat. She will work and work to take care of the children. She will work and work to make sure the church was in order for us to have service. I owe you this explanation for you to know where we are coming from. When I was telling people that this woman condescended so low to be selling kerosene, sweets, biscuits, eggs, for us to have additional income.
That video you just watched was when the husband, I think when she clocked, was it 50 or something, I can't remember, and the husband was trying to eulogize her, to tell the story how they started from, and from being just ordinary pastor and pastor Mrs. See how very rich they have become. You see how they have become very rich. See affluence, see wealth. To now crown it all, now I see one of our governors. Nigeria is finished. That country is finished. Why? Because it is in the hands of pythons now and politicians. They are family, if not a public servant. In case you miss it, this is the video of Akeredolu of Ondo. Is it Ondo State? Yes. Watch what he did here.
Even if Oba Kinuton is here to do Olugbo, they won't say every minute is 1 million. It's not that easy now to come by it. But because I'm a public servant, although I'm one person who is not worried, I blow my own whistle. I'm not. If I have money, if I've taken some money, I'll tell you I've taken it. Follow me. So I blow my own whistle. There's nothing wrong. I don't need a whistle blower. I blow my whistle. So I know that I'm not bothered whatever anybody thinks. But because of what has been my pattern in life, hardly do I ever announce how much I present a book. Hardly, and I don't like doing it. But I can assure you, I will present this book in 6 figures. So it's better to put it that way, because many people don't know what is 6 figures. So it is presented in 6 figures. So for those who don't know, I thank God that you don't know. But I know that my Lord, the Bishop, and are amiable, the celebrant of today, very amiable celebrant of today, know what the 6 figures. This will be presented to you before we leave. I thank you so much. Thank you.
It is only in Nigeria we will see public office holder going to this kind of events and donating money. It says 6 figures, but it's not going to mention that people should be calculating on their own. Ó lágbára, and we are complaining. Anyway, I've always said, even though in those days I would tell people you don't need to travel, there is every need. If you are struggling, except you are very rich, if you don't want your children to continue in that pattern of suffer for what this thing they happen to everyone. That's this song Kiss Daniel sang, Rich Till I Die. I will be rich till I die. If you want to be rich till you die, not only rich to be there, for your children not to suffer wetin you suffer, shine your eyes, open your brain, let your brain think. The more you are going to church to pray and say I receive, your head will never be correct, especially if you are from humble background. You are struggling to make it, to pay bills. No be say you get one money somewhere wey you inherit and you have to work on that. If you are working and struggling to make money, your children must not meet this one in your hand. Okay? This must not mean this nonsense of going to church to be saying I receive. Teach them to go and work, not to be praying. Because like I always say, and I still say it, your opinion is different, my opinion is different. Prayers are wishes. If prayers are not wishes, Nigeria will not be where it is. You know how many general overseers did that country, where they pray for that country, and yet things start getting. Dollar is how much today? Gas is how much today? Fuel. And you say they are praying, you say prayer is working. Tell me how prayer is working. No, prayer doesn't work. Prayers are wishes. You are the one that will work. You are the one that will stand up. People that know how to use your brain. I have said it. If you don't know how to use your brain, people will gather you, merchandise your brain. They will sell your brain and they will make good money. This is the good result of good money they are making out of your brain that we are seeing today. The results. You see how, if my generation, I've always said it, I'm not talking to my generation. My generation sold themselves as slaves to these people. I am talking of the new generation, the younger ones. If you follow this path, you will, the same thing we are saying today, one day, somebody among you two will stand up and say no. But of course, somebody like us that have spoken, posterity will speak, because these videos will surface and they will say, and these people were saying this thing in those days. It will be sad if you use your life to serve their children the way we have used our lives to serve their parents, and we are seeing the result today. Despite all the sowing of seed that we did, if most of us did not travel out, maybe by now we will still be struggling. Our children will be writing I beg to apply up and down in Nigeria. So that is to tell you, it is not by prayers. The country is not working. We have a failed government. Now, the most thing that they paid me past, where they even irritates me, is when the way I see them as strange bedfellows, pastors and politicians, the two P's, those are the people finishing that country. See a public office holder, a governor of a state, go to that kind of a setting and donating money. Anyway, till I come your way again, I remain yours, Real Talk with Auntie Adrian. I know many of you who abuse me because I saw the way people are singing and clapping for Funke, the way they have bought cars for her, from money of offering and tithe and everything, the way they have spent money. They are, you know, which one be my own? I don't want to talk because now lawsuit then they take pursue people up and down. Now, shebi they say we serve a God of war, but when you talk now lawsuits. Gone are the days that their God is fighting them for them. They are fighting for themselves now. So one has to be careful. My own be say, happy birthday, Sisi Funke. Ẹ̀mí yín á ṣọ̀pọ̀ ẹ o. Àṣeyí ṣàmọ́dún o. Ẹ máa jẹ mùlá yín lọ. Ẹ máa jẹun sókè lọ. Na the thing wey I see be that o. I say make I wish Aunty Funke happy birthday o. And make una see as money good. You can see say money good. Money good. Ọlọ́run má fowó wọ́n mi. And somebody will tell me say money good, no good. The day I went to carry my chacha tia rubber car, and that day I know say money good. Even if I can't buy it cash down in Nigeria, America has given me opportunity to buy it and be paying little by little. I don't even almost finish paying. Imagine if I'm not in Nigeria, if I'm not here, na second hand car for the still they use, and I go still they use that second hand car, and out of managing that second hand car, you pay for mechanic, having problems and issues with the car, paying school fees, I go still carry the little change wey I supposed to dey input back in my business. I go dey sow am for something. I go dey sow am into somebody's life. Say I dey sow. Some of you don't carry calculator to calculate some things. And Funke's husband has every right to buy that car for her. She is the one that built their ministry. Her husband has every right. If na the man, that ministry is going nowhere. She's the one that has sweet mouth. That's why I brought those videos for her. I put that video where I show you. Imagine, you know, they carry calculators, calculate money. Let's imagine they say people should sow seed. 1,000 people should sow seed. And in that congregation, we have about 10,000 people for that special program. I will calculate it for you. 1,000 times 10,000 people. That is 10 million naira. For those of you who don't calculate, who don't know how they have become rich, it is easy for them to become rich. All they need to do is to organize a program. All they need to do is to organize seminar. All they need to do is to organize praying program. It's very easy. If they do programs 4 times a year, imagine somebody doing program 4 times a year and getting this kind of money. That is 40 million naira without stress. Without stress. I'm not counting offering and tithe. I'm not counting the seed offering. I'm not counting the gifts people will still give.